Shameless Season 4 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Shameless, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And while I never did reviews on this channel before when Shameless was airing live, I did, however, do a Shameless series finale rant video when this Shameless series finale aired. So, if you want to hear me complain about the Shameless series finale rant video and you've seen every single season and every single episode of Shameless, click right here with about 20 seconds left to go in the video. That's the end screen. That'll be the link to that video, and make sure you leave a comment with your thoughts as well. Since I've done the Shameless reviews, I don't think anybody else has commented on that video. When that used to be that is one of my most popular videos on this channel. People randomly leave me comments on that, except when I started doing these Shameless reviews. But hey, whatever the case may be, this will be Shameless Season 4, Episode 3. The title of this episode is called Like Father, Like Daughter. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode about 2 hours ago. Fiona has spent the night at Mike's place, and he wants Fiona to leave some stuff at his place, or he wants to hang out at her place, and he doesn't need any of that with the craziness going on at the Gallagher household. And Fiona calls Sheila to check up on the kids. She accidentally clipped Liam's finger while she was trying to clip his fingernails, and she must have clipped him in the finger, and he was crying a little bit, but he's fine. Other than that, the kids are fine. Frank's daughter, Sammy, that nobody knew about, looks like Frank in a skank form, Carl says. Now, Frank tells Carl to shoo and make Daddy proud to go get him drugs. He has Carl give him money that Sheila gave Carl because they needed groceries. And Frank says, get some bread and some TP. He gives him a little bit back, like what, $5 or $10 back, and says, get that stuff, the essentials, essentially. Lip's boss is mad that he is late, and he says, lose the tude, dude. Like, lose the attitude, dude. V won't give Carl any drugs unless he pays for them. She's now she was a ghetto nurse turned capitalist. Frank goes to buy some kush, some medical kush. Mike really wants to stay at Fiona's place. I don't know why you would want to stay in that zoo. Although Lip's gone, Ian's gone, so there's more room. Carl goes shopping and steals most of the items, like Vaseline and other stuff, and pays for a loaf of bread and some TP, which Frank told him to get, and flirts with the checker, who's like, this is all you're getting? Like, I'll get you too if you want me to. And then Carl, when he's outside with Liam and the groceries, he sees a dog and takes the dog. Lip arrives late to class, and then his writing utensil doesn't work, so he gets up and disrupts the professor's lecture to grab one of the markers for his dry erase board and takes notes with a marker. Frank pays a kid with a joint to rough up his grandkid, Chucky. His mom wants to take him out for food to show appreciation for Frank helping Chucky out. Frank's older daughter, Sammy, talks about all of her previous husbands, which I believe she's had 3. Chucky's just quiet and doesn't say much. He's not special. He's just quiet. Sammy invites Frank to a dodgeball game tomorrow because she's really kicking it off with Frank. Mike's brother Robbie shows up at dinner. And Robbie's got issues to work out, and he leaves as he is an addict, and they know it, and Fiona finds out about it. Kev's now charging for everything at the alibi. Kev was kind of a moot point in this episode. It was his only scene, I believe. V had a couple scenes. He wants them to pay for toilet paper, except for V because she's, family. Mickey bangs some chick in the bathroom that's not really bangable, but it's a chick. And then she's like, well, do you want me to take care of you? And he says, go from behind. And she's like, you like this? You like that? And when she doesn't have anything except her skinny little hips. So, yeah, he's obviously, Mickey's missing Ian. Lip calls to check in with Fiona, or check in, calls Fiona to check in, and says things could be a little bit better, but, he's trying to stay positive. And so Lip stays up all night to write this paper for the class. He uses his roommate's computer, the laptop, and then Mike's invited Robbie out for dinner. Lip asks his boss to leave 30 minutes early so he can study for something, and his boss says no, and to work on your time management. Lip throws a fit outside and then puts his smock back on and goes back to work. Lip could get a better job than what he's got, can he? Or does he have to stay in that confined area? I don't know. Chucky can take a beating in dodgeball. Frank tells Sammy about needing a new liver. Sheila's date Roger has arrived. He's like Native American Christian, and he's even got he's got a guitar, and he says that Sheila's even foxier in person. Sammy invites Frank in for a nightcap, and Chucky tells Frank his breath smells like dog poo. And then Sammy tells Frank that she has the same blood type as him, O positive. She wants to give Frank her liver. After just meeting him for 2 days, this is what she wants to do, and says that Frank has a beautiful heart. And while they were at the lunch or dinner, they were like finishing each other's sentences, like they don't like this, they don't like that, don't like avocado. So Sammy starts to come on to Frank, and then she kisses Frank. Ugh. Father kisses daughter. Gross. Mike got wasted at dinner, so Robbie drives him and Fiona home. I think Fiona was fine. Maybe not, though. And Robbie tells Fiona that he's the worst kind of addict. He's addicted to life. Maddie makes Debbie dinner again. I don't like this storyline with Maddie. It's weird. And then Debbie comes out of the bathroom with a nice dress on, and she wants to have sex with Maddie. He turns her down, and he's like, well, you look beautiful. I don't know. It's just not for him, at least at this point, because she's 13. Or maybe there's a different reason. Roger is playing his guitar for Sheila. Mike gets home, and right away he throws up when they put him in the bathroom. And then as they're sitting in the kitchen talking, Fiona's sitting on the counter, and Robbie's standing. Robbie kisses Fiona. And Fiona, at first, like, what is he doing? And then she actually kisses back, and they start having sex in the kitchen. And then Mike's, in the bathroom, and then he comes out of the bathroom. They kind of stop. Fiona's propped up on the counter with Robbie inside of her, and Mike just kind of walks to the bedroom and passes out on the bed. And then Robbie leaves after this, and Fiona is like, what the fuck did I just do? She can't believe what she just did. Everything was going so smooth with Mike, and now she's fucked up. Debbie sleeps in the same bed with Maddie. Sleeps, keyword. They're cuddling, they're spooning, but they're just sleeping. Gross still. 13-year-old versus 20-year-old Maddie? Fiona leaves Mike's in the morning. She doesn't want to use his car. She has like a hickey right here. It's not good. And then Lip gets his paper back from the professor, and he got a 77, and he didn't do as good as he thought he did on the paper. The teacher, the professor's like, you need to go into more details. You need to explain. You're getting better, but this is still crap. And then Fiona calls Mike, and Robbie answers Mike's phone when Fiona calls. And Fiona says, it didn't happen. We're taking this to our grave. And Robbie says, yes, it did, and it's going to happen again, addict. So Fiona hangs up the phone with Robbie, and then as she walks by Carl's room, Frank's, asleep, and she stares at Frank kind of like she just got called an addict, and of course Frank's an addict. Like, I guess they're not that much different after all. And then we have a mid-credits scene of Carl letting all the dogs go. He's taking a bunch of dogs throughout this episode. I only talked about one of them. He takes them all go, saying they actually costed him money, and that's what ends the episode. So pretty entertaining episode of Shameless. I'm really enjoying these episodes of Shameless now. I'm going to score it an 8.4 out of 10. My characters of the episode are going to be Fiona and Lip, my male and female characters. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Shameless and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, if you like the content, make sure you Hulk smash that like button. Let's say I get 10 likes on a video. If I can get 14 likes on a video, that actually really helps the video out. I get it. A lot of people don't like likes in their history. I like channel videos just to help out the channel, so show your support. Share the video with anybody you know. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Of course, if you deem it something that you would want to share. Don't forget to sound off in the comments section about what your thoughts are. What would you score this episode, and whom would be your male and female characters of the episode? Click right here to see my Shameless series finale rant video. And last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.